Good morning, everyone. This is the Dr. Chaz Show. And this is day 13, the final day of the Eiffel Tower from Lego. That's right, bag number 74. And this will take us to the final chapter of the Eiffel Tower, book 3, to the end of this massive project that we've all been working on so hard. I'm glad you could join me today to complete this project. Let's get to it. It's way back here in the back. There's 73. And here's 74 right here. Let's see here. Looks like I might have to, let's see, 73, looking at it here, it's very possible, let's see, 74. I hope I didn't do this, but I probably did, folks. Looks like I might have. Not very many pieces, but yes. Okay, so let me check this out. I'll be right back. I'm going to go climbing. I'm going to go climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Be right back. I did. Let's see here. How are we going to do this? There we go. We're going to bring the Eiffel Tower down. Down it comes, it comes, it comes. There it is. So yes, the Eiffel Tower is coming down. Okay. So we're going to move the video up. There she is, way up there. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. So, what I didn't realize, it's been several days since I've worked on this, because I've been very busy with work, working overtime and everything. So, 73, step 73 is up here and already attached to the system, and 74 is just going to continue with this piece up here. So, since this is already attached, and if I try to remove it here, the whole thing wants to come apart. I'll show you here, wiggling on it. It's pulling the whole rut. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Silly me, silly goose. Okay. Now we'll just set it off to the side. How about that? Now we can go back down. Okay. There we go. All right. I didn't think I could pull it out, but I guess I did. So, here we go. Well, now you can't see me. Isn't that special, folks? There you go. All right. Enough difficulties. There we go. All right. Yes, it's Friday. Friday, April the 4th, maybe? I don't know. I've lost track of so many days. Days, nights, days. It's crazy. All right. So, back to what I was talking about. Here's the part 73 you're building. We're going to start with 74 and continue. Let's get this bag rolling. I'm a crazy guy. Back onto our famous Tibu building plateau. My favorite plateau. Plateau, as they say in France. Plateau. Or as I speak in France. Ha ha ha. Same as goofy me. Just get some separation. Alright. Has anybody ever been to the Eiffel Tower in real life? Raise your hand, say aye. Nope, not me. Ha. I have never been to Paris, but there is a chance. My wife is a very talented singer. She has been to Carnegie Hall in New York City on 3 different occasions, and now she has the opportunity to possibly sing next year, depending on the conductor, that is. The conductor is going to make the decision. We're either going to Paris, France, or to Milan, Italy. So we're hoping that he chooses Paris, as they say. And then, yes, I too will get to go see the Eiffel Tower. So, just a few more pieces here, we'll lay them out. And we'll get going here. A lot more parts here than I really imagined, for just a couple steps, but must go together pretty quick. So, there we go. Okay, so we're going to take our little building here at the top. There's little windows and everything. And we'll start building here. I'm just going to kind of leave all these little parts alone today because it's the last step, and we'll just get going on it here. And it appears. Okay. So at our first step, it looks like we're taking the little fences here and we're just adding them to the outside edge of the building. That's our first step. This is going to be, by the way, page 236 of book 3 and step 671. And once again, this is the final bag 74 in book 3. This is going to be the final last steps of the building, and this will complete the Eiffel Tower once we are completely done. So 671, that'll make your building look like that. 672, we can need 4 2x4 flat tiles and 4 look like triangle type of tiles that go in the corner. Let's slide this over here just a little bit. I am going to set this down gently, and I believe I will. Yes, let's see. No. I am going to. These pieces, even though they're small, they're hard to decipher and dig through when you need them the most. So I am going to separate them so that way we can find stuff a little bit easier right now. And because I did that, I can now find what I need. And for those of you who might be you skip through all my videos just to see the final video, just to find out what all the hoopla was about, and didn't watch any of the other 12 videos, or maybe it's 14 videos, I don't know. This little mat here that I'm using is a building block mat that I found on the website Temu, T-E-M-U. I do not get paid for sponsorship. I do not even know who owned it or even designed it, but it's a great little, whoever designed it, whoever built it, whatever, great idea, great project. It's about a 1/2 inch rubber mat. You lay out all your pieces. They don't fall off. They don't get scattered. Lego parts kind of like stick to it, so to speak, because it's rubber, and with the rubber and the plastic, they don't slide, and therefore your pieces stay together in one area. So it's a great little design. I don't take any credit for it. I just like sharing great ideas from other people, and hope that others see what I'm using and we're like, hey, that looks pretty cool. I think I want to get me one. They're about, I think they were like $32. But I will warn you, it took, I want to say 5 weeks. I live in the upper Midwest. Took about 5 weeks to get here. Once I did order it, so it does take quite a while. It comes from China, like most items these days. But that, hey, that's the way the ball bounces sometimes, you know. So you either pay the Chinese or you don't get stuff, you know. It's just the way it is. So, but I enjoy having my building mat. It works good for me. So it's it all is up to you how you want, you know, buy your products. So. All right, let me get a few more pieces here separated, and we'll get back on track here. And let's see, a couple more here. Looks like we're gonna hand out a few more AVN awards for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Just the way the pieces are put onto the Eiffel Tower. It's just kind of an inside joke. Just trying a little humor there this morning. And yeah, a little weenie roast. So. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, almost. There's a few stragglers out here. Couple pieces here. There we go. All right, back to building. So, take our building here. Back to step 672. We got the 4 tiles. The 2x4 tiles go right in front of the fence pieces. I will show you what that looks like here in just a second when I put that down. And then don't forget your 4 triangle pieces. Well, be careful when you put these on, because the other Lego pieces have a habit of wanting to come off. So the triangle pieces will go in the corners, as you'll see here. Maybe you can see why I'm building it. Right in the corner of the pieces. So up close, you can see the 2x4s are right up against, so your fence piece, there, fence pieces, 2x4 is right in front of it, and then your triangle pieces are right in the corners. So lay that down there, just like that. And then I got one right here. So right there, right in the corner. There you go. I think that's it. I got all 4 of those. Okay, on to step 673. Looks like we need 8 1x1s. Let's see, here's 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 of those. We need 8 hot dogs. What I call them, or wieners, whatever. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. And then we need 8 1x1. Well, these are actually not. Well, I guess they're one. They're probably instead of 1x1, they're 1.5 inch blocks. And so what we're going to do here, take the 1x1 plates, turn them all over flat. Take the 1.5 inch brick, put them on top of the plate. And So in the end, you're basically probably getting a 1x1 brick. If you ask me, I don't know. I'd have to actually measure it, but that's what it looks like. Yeah, let's just look here. Just curious. I think this is pretty close. How about that, folks? So you get a 1 by half, and then add in, you got a 1 by half brick and a 1x1 plate, hook them together, and it turns out it's the exact same height as the 1x1 brick. Makes sense. Let's just cause extra work. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to take each one of the hot dogs, wieners, whatever, and we're going to turn it into an AVN award for the ceremony. It's an inside joke. If you know what I'm talking about, ha ha. Okay. If you know what AVN stands for. Alright, so I guess AVA is what it should be. Since this can be watched by others younger than 18, I probably shouldn't say what it means, but for those of you over 18, or maybe those who indulge in other things, then you probably know what an AVA is all about. So, these will go, ooh, if they don't fall over and kaboom. These are all going to go right next to the fences, facing inward. By the way, in a quick update here, let me put this on and I'll go back and tell you. And I might have complained about this in one of my other videos, but I will update you. Okay, there we go. So, there is your deal with all your AVAs on there, your awards. Okay. So, update that you haven't heard of. And I'll try to, it's going to shake you a little bit, but I will turn the video camera a little bit so you can see it. Let's see here. So, let me get the chair out of the way here. So, in an update here, here's the actual tower. So, in this archway here, folks, right in here, there's two pieces on, so there's four sides to the arch, and there's two pieces to each side. One here, as you can probably see, and there's one here that you can probably see. And these are, I guess they're the bars. I think that's what they call them, or a pipe, whatever you want to call them, that Lego has sent with the kit. Now, the ones that Lego sent with the kit are too short. Lego's kit only comes to, let me look here real quick. So Lego will plug in here, and Legos will come up to about right in here somewhere. Let me adjust a little. Come up to about right in here. Well, right here, if you can kind of see it, it's probably difficult to see. There is a couple clips under here where this pipe or bar, or whatever you want to call it, clips into to help support this whole section. And so Lego's piece, when you put it in here, is too short. So I went out on brickowl.com and looked up the part number, and lo and behold, that the part that they sell, the next size up, they don't sell in the color you need, which is like the dark gray, or the dark, I guess it's a medium dark gray, or like a type of stuff. So what I ended up doing is I think it's like 119 meters is what it is. It's what I ordered. But I ordered in a fine silver is what I ended up doing. So I got a 119 meter fine silver pipe or bar or whatever you want to call it. And I ordered 10 of them from a gentleman. He just happened to have 10. And I think he was about the only one that was selling them or had that many anyhow. And I bought up 10. And it turned out it worked perfect, actually. And if you look here, you can see right in here now, here and here, these are now flat silver in color. And they, to the naked eye, the flat silver and the dark stone gray, or medium, this isn't medium stone, this is more dark stone gray. So the dark stone gray and the flat silver almost run identical to each other. So maybe on camera it's a little bit different in color, but to the naked eye here in person, it looks beautiful. It looks like an actual metal piece running here on the deal. And like I said, it snaps in place here and here. And so this pipe starts here and it goes all the way here. It snaps in place and it actually goes a little bit further here at 119 meters. This one here snaps in here and probably goes up in here just a little bit further. So it works out tremendous. It's able to snap in and it goes past it and it gives it extra support in the archway. So if anybody out there watches this video and you either know somebody that works for Lego or you do work for Lego and you're watching this video, take notes on this, that the piece that you're sending with the kit to help support this arch is too short. It's not long enough to reach the clips. So you need to either make a part that will reach this clip and extend a little bit more, like the 119 meter, just like I bought, and it works perfect, or design a new part that's just, you don't really need to design a new part, you just need to design the same part, just a little bit longer, basically, in the right color. But like I said, the flat silver, to me, looks fantastic. And so when I bought 10 of them, there's 4 sides times 2 is 8. So I had 2 left over just in case I needed it somewhere else, or I need it on a different project, or maybe, some reason it got bent and it didn't look right, whatever. Whatever happened, I don't know, happened. So that's my update. I just wanted to update everybody else in case you're having the same problems that I did with it not reaching and not being able to support it falling apart, because I'm sure you're all frustrated just like I was. This whole section in here on all 4 sides is the biggest nightmare on God's green earth. This will constantly fall down, fall apart, fall in pieces. So if you have this handy little jar of an item called super glue, yeah, works wonders, Lego, because you didn't design this right at all. This whole section right in here that holds the arch together requires super glue if you don't want to get frustrated and throw your model across the room. Because these people on TikTok and other YouTube channels that pick up the model in the kitchen and walk down 2 flights of stairs and it doesn't wobble and it doesn't lose a single part, you're full of it. I guarantee you they're using super glue somewhere on their model, because for them not to lose a single piece off of it, yeah, there's something definitely wrong with that video. They built it using a lot of super glue, or they're just damn lucky. So, all right, enough of me yakking and barking and everything. So I'm going to move the camera back, a little bit of shaking here. A lot of shaking going on. Okay, there we go. And let's get back building here. Let's get this thing finished. But I wanted to update everybody on the progress of that, how, what happened there, and what I did to fix my problem. So we are back now on step 674. that'll be right over here. We're going to need 4, looks like 1x3 tiles, and we're going to need 4 of these minifig kind of a backpack accessory deal clips or something. And what they're going to do is we're going to attach the 2x3 right in the middle. So you have a piece like this, like that, and then on the back, so you can see on the back there, clips right in the middle there, okay? And we're going to do 4 of those, and then those, lo and behold, are going to sit right on the little dots in the corners. Right there, right there, right there, all that. So that's where that's going to go. Very carefully, of course. Another one of those pieces where you're going to scream and shout and go, Lego, you jerk. You're not sticking right. That's the way I see it. Now, let me check this out just to make sure I'm looking at it right. Yeah, sure is. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you want to build these ahead of time, of course. You can't. Yeah, I suppose you can't put it on there first. Let's say another one of those tight fit places. All right, take a couple seconds here. There we go. So here we go. So as you can see here, I have one in place already with the 1x3 on there, and then the other ones I have just the clip on place, and then the clips on place. So now I'm going to go back and add the 1x3. Just I want to show you both directions so that you can get an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so 675, next page. I'm going to set this down again because we're going to start something new. Looks like this, and a red tile right in the middle. So 675 will look like that. 676, we're going to have 8 of the headlight pieces. If you don't know what a headlight is, well, of course, you know what a headlight is on a car, but headlight piece on Lego is just what they call a headlight, I guess. This is the headlight piece. It's got a little bit of a side clip there. You can kind of see that. That's a headlight. So they want 8 of them, so they want 2 on each side. So you want 2 on that side, and then 2 around each side after that. I'll show you as I go along. So then 2 there, 2 there, and then of course 2 on the other sides. Just keep going from there. There's the final piece. Yeah, okay. So that was 676. 677, we need 4 more of the 1x1 blocks, but this time it's not headlights. These ones are 1x1 blocks with, I guess they have points on them on two different sides. So there's the 1x1, and there's points on 2 different sides there. And so the points have to be facing outward. So when you do it and you put it on this piece in the corners, you want your points facing out, obviously. And if you try to put it in place with the points facing in, it won't fit. There's no way for it to even go down there. I mean, you're not even going to get it in place. You'll sit there and fight it all day long. You'll know right away it's not going to go in. Your next step, 678. This is your L-shape corner brackets, typical L shape, and that's just going to go all the way around the perimeter. And basically, this is a small enough piece that all four of these L shapes will connect to one another. And basically, all it's doing is connecting everything, making one big block. Perfect. 679, we got a big step here where we're going to take a bunch of pieces, connect them all, and make some kind of big assembly. But we got to do this 4 times, so we need 8. It looks like 1x2s. So let's see. We got 2. We got 4. We got 4. We got 8. Okay, so we got 8 1x2s. Then we need 8 more 1x2s with a rail on them. So I'll show you that here in a second. So the difference is, so you got your typical 1x2s, and then you have the 1x2s with a rail on the front. Okay, so that's the difference in that. 1x2, 1x2 with rails. Then we need a 8 of them both, and then we need 4 1x2s, and these 4 will have a hook on them, but I've only got 3 here. Let me see. Oh, here it is. So then we need 4 1x2s with a hook on them, little hook there. Okay, so we need 4 of those, and then we need 4 1x1s with a clip in it. Now I'll show you those as well. And then you need 4 little tiny clips. Hard to see because they're so small. Okay, so we need all of those pieces, and then we're going to build 4 different parts. So we're going to start out with the 1x1 with a rail. 1x2 piece with a rail, with the rail facing towards you. We're going to put the 1x2 with the hook. 1x2 with the hook. That's going to sit on top of it. The hook piece will sit on top of the rail. So although it's hard to see, got that. And then the 1x2 plain piece will just sit on top of the 1x2 with a hook. And then let's see, we got that. It looks like that again. So then it's saying, so 1x2 on top of the 1x2 with a hook, then another 1x2 on top of the 1x2, and then a 1x2 with a rail on top of that. And then the clip on front. So what you have here is a piece that looks like that. So you have a rail on the bottom, then a 1x2 with a hook, then 2 pieces of 1x2s plain with nothing on them, just a 1x2, and then a 1x2 with a rail on top of that. So that it looks like this when you're all done. And then you take the clip, the 1x1 clip, and you stick it on the front. So then it kind of sits like that. Now, my question is, if I'm thinking about this, which I think I am, it says I got to build 4 of these, but I hope I have enough. Let me see if I got that. I got to build 4 of these little boogers. So let's see. if I have enough parts. I don't think I'm going to though. But I could. Okay. Now wait a minute here. I just messed up here. What did I do again? Let's see that. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. Okay. So I apologize. So it's, yeah, okay. So once again, 1x2 with a rail, 1x2 with a hook, 1x2 plain, 1x2 plain. So it's two of them, and then a 1x2 with a rail. Complete. And then on the front, on the hook, get your clip. So I had too many 1x2s on there. So okay. So there's one. Built the second one. Here's the second one. Two. Now we'll build the third one. So rail, hook. Yeah. That's what I thought. I'm still gonna be short somehow. Short. No, I take that back. I'm not sure. I just found the piece. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I was going to be short. I guess not. Stranger things have happened. There we go. Okay. Turned out just right. Lego can count and I can't. So, there we go, folks. I got all four right there. Okay. That's all four pieces. And so we're going to take our little box that we built earlier and we're going to put these things with our clip facing out on the sides here. And I'll show you to you. Basically, they're going to go on the outside like that. Right here. And another one right here. So it's going to look like this. As you go around, you're going to leave the corners open basically. And it'll look like that. Okay, good. Okay, step 680. We're going to build another step here. We're going to take the 1 by whatever you want to call it, 1x2, I guess, circle. 1x2 circles. You need 4 of those. You need 4 more of the 1x2 block, or 1x1 blocks, you need with the holes on 2 sides, and then you need 12 of the corner, the pizza, I call them pizza slices. You need 12 of those boogers. Now the mat that I was talking about so graciously about, this rubber mat here, it is wonderful, but when you come to pieces like this with the pizza slices, then it gets to be tricky because I would say the smaller the slice, or smaller, well, not really slice, but smaller the piece, the harder it is to maneuver. So, because you almost need tweezers then. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, put the other ones back. Overcount. Okay, so now we're going to build a new piece here. We got, so we're going to take your round little circles and we're going to put 3 pieces of pizza on it. connecting. So you take your circle, which you had, and you're going to put 3 slices of pizza on it. So now you have that. You can see that. Good. And then you're going to take and add the square. So that way the square faces outward. Well, the square will face outward, but the holes that you had will face inward. So you got your holes, so then there's your pizza, but your holes on your 1x1 block are facing in towards the pizza slices. Got it. All right, so we're going to do that 4 times. Say that 4 times fast. Yeah, okay, that ain't going to work. Okay, so let's make some pizza. Even though we're not in Italy, we're in Paris. I guess what Paris is famous for crepes, is it? Crepes. Huh? So let's get this fixed. Did not sleep very good last night. Again. Imagine that. Went to bed about 2 a.m. and went to work overtime. And got off work at 11. Got home. Fed my kitties and got a shower and did some Lego inventory work. And went to bed about 2 a.m. and tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned. And finally at 5 a.m. decided to call it quits with fighting with the bed. I'm sure you people have had one of them nights where you just, yeah. It's a 15-round double knockout or triple knockout, and you're the one that got knocked out. Well, to a point, you got knocked out, but kept waking up and kept getting up and kept getting knocked out again. Yeah, every time you got knocked down and knocked up, whatever, knocked down, whatever y'all call it. You didn't get any sleep is what you got. You got knocked down, you got right back up again. So there you go. So we've got 4 of those done. How's that Chumbawanga song? I got knocked down, but I'll get up again. Yeah, that was me. I got knocked down in bed, but I got right back up because I didn't get any sleep. Oh boy, yeah, it was a rough night. Rough night. Terrible night. Now, what I want to know is, how in the heck do they get these on here? Look at that, folks. They actually fit. I didn't think they would. So, these pieces that I just built actually fit on there, as you see, right in the corners. I did not believe it. So, what you're going to do is, let me back up a bit, put some light on the subject, which there isn't much. So you see, right there's a corner piece. So you take your little piece here, and you got your square in the corner. Put that down there. And make sure the 1x1 block is in the corner. And you pop it in there. Same with the last one. Okay, and there you go. And they all sit there. Perfect. And then your pieces that were on the hooks, they kind of swivel there a little bit. I just kind of align them a little bit, twist them. Just kind of make them look pretty. Okay, next page. This will be page 240. Step 681, you're going to need 4 more circles. Whatever you want to call them. Circles, roly-polies, I don't care. You're going to need 4 more of those. No, and look at that. One of them's not even the right piece. It's actually around one. Okay. So we got four more of those and 12 more pizzas. We're probably going to do this again, it looks like. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's hope we have more pizza. There's 12. Okay, got that. And we're going to do the same thing. Each one of the circles gets 3 slices of pizza. Make it easy to understand. So as one thing I forgot to mention, we're already 45 minutes into this. Good grief. Has anybody gone out and voted yet on my poll? I posted a poll like 2 weeks ago asking what your favorite Legos theme was. Is it Star Wars? Is it Marvel? Is it Harry Potter? Is it just things like the Eiffel Tower or the Coliseum, soccer stadiums, or, things of that nature? Is it Disney? What is your favorite thing to build? Because I was going to take the results of that poll and determine what was the next thing we were going to build on camera. So with your help, choosing something from that poll would have been grateful. I was hoping that you folks would answer that poll for me, but like I said, we're already 45 minutes into this video. I should have mentioned that the very first thing. And also, while I'm mentioning things, if you could please, because this is the final video of this one, and I still, to this date, 13 days in building this, and it's probably actually been 24 days since I started building it, since I didn't put in 13 straight days. I'd taken time off building it. I have not got a single subscriber. I have not got a single like. Well, actually, I take it back. I've got 1 like, no subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Would you please join me with Dr. Chaz's Lego show? And let's build this into an empire, please. Okay, next thing we're doing, we're going to add this to the corners somehow. This is not going to work. What are we doing, people? Did I miss a step somewhere? Let's look. They're saying this worked. I'm saying BS. No, that does work. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to look closely. Okay, so what we're doing here on this step, on this episode of building the treehouse. Okay, so anyhow, so as you see, here's the last step, or maybe right over here is the last step. So now we have a new half-eaten pizza. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're putting one pizza on top of the other pizza. And what you want to do is where the open slice is at, so there's an opening there, you're going to put that in that corner. And it will attach, but it's very delicate. There's a little notch in there. And I got to look at it to make it work, but it will go. You'll see the notch of the circle. There you go. And so there it sits. We got Pac-Man fever driving me. Well, you know how the song goes. I can't repeat it because then I'll get hit with copyright infringement, and YouTube doesn't like that. So I didn't even realize it. By my own admission, I think it was like 2 videos ago, I was like really bored in here. We was like into the 8th hour on one of my videos. I think I broke it up, But anyhow, I said, hey, everybody, let's play some music. And I played music. And didn't even think about it. And YouTube actually hit me up with copyright violations. Like, thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that. I'll remember that. Haha. So we're not playing music anymore in my videos. So 682 is our next step. Page 240, we're going to have a plate. We're going to have a, what I like to call spider web, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. 4 slopes. And we're going to have 1 circle with a hole in it. See if we can see anything through there. Can you see anything? No, can't see anything. Okay, too small of a hole. And 2 more pizza pies with no pizza on it, actually. So we're going to take the take your 4x4, and we're going to take our slopes, and we're going to build what it appears to be a roof. You got to make sure that when you build this roof that your corner edges are all going out away from each other, so it actually looks like a roof, so that they all sit together properly. So when you're done, you have a symmetrical roof. All the angles go away from each other. Then in step 2, you're going to put down a circle. You're going to basically put down a piece of pizza without the pizza on it. That's the circle on there. Step 3, you're putting down your spider web, snowflake, whatever you're going to call it. Step 4, you're putting down your pizza again. And then you're putting on your circle. Your blank circle, I guess it is. Your circle there without the dots on it. That's your last step in 682. Then that is going to sit. So then you have your whole building that you've been building on here. And then here's your roof. And then this is going to go on here like that. And then that just snaps that. There you go. Now, 683, you have your peg, your Technic peg, I guess it is. That's going to go into the hole right here with the it's going to go in the peg with the lines. The lines are going to go down, so it looks like that. Okay, and then we're going to have a covering. There's a connector covering. Looks like, I know the lighting sucks in here. I'm very sorry about that. There it is. And that's going to go over the top of that blue one. And that goes like that. And then that's on 241. And what you should do is look at my picture, like that. Look at your picture. Look at the book's picture, all on 241. And go, yes, mine looks like his looks like the book, mine looks like the book, we all look like the book. And if it all looks like the book, well then, it must be correct. And we're going to flip the page and we're going to keep going. 685, page 242. We need to have 8 inverted, looks like 1x2, I guess they're slopes or hinges, not hinges, I guess they're probably like a inverted inverted slope pieces, 1x2s, yeah. 8 of those, and we need 4 hinges. All right, 1x2 hinges. We need 4 of those. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 hinge. We're going to take 1 clip and attach it like that. And I think do another one. Yes. Okay. So, kind of difficult to look at, but we're going to take, basically you're going to take 2 hinges underneath, hinge and a, so you're taking this, put that down, you're taking this piece here, sure you've seen that piece. It looks like that. So you're taking two of those basically and putting them back to back. So you're kind of doing, I know it's very hard to see, but you're doing like this, back to back like that. And then you're going to put the clip in the middle. So you take one of these, take your clip that you have, and you're going to snap that on. So now you have that piece. And take the other half of your hinge and clip up there and then there. Now you got to do that 4 times. So what you're doing is taking 3 pieces and making 1. That's what you're doing. That's the ultimate goal. 3 pieces to make 1. Okay, so then get that done. Okay, we got that done. That's on 685. And then that is going to go up and as you imagine, now you have this with the clip on it, as you see there, and you have your building. Now, can you imagine where the clip is going to go? It's not hard. The clip is going to go on your, what I call the spider web, snowflake, whatever. Because that's the only place it can clip onto. So we just clip it on, and you're done. And we do that 4 times, and we do that basically in the corners on top of the pieces. But you want to make sure that they're all, make sure the clip is always at the top. Don't want to do it at the bottom and then have the piece upside down or something. So, and then that's what your building should look like. It's maybe push them at the bottom, push them down at the bottom a little bit. They look kind of funky. I don't know. And that's that. 686. We're going to have what do we got here? It looks like a Technic 3-piece. That is correct. There's the Technic 3-piece. And then we have one of, I don't know if you call it, whatever that is, a 4-piece clip. Need one of those. Need one of a Technic pin, big pin, and you need 4 bucket handles. Another one of those pieces that will stick to this rubber mat and make it hard to grab, but that's part of the fun. So, and now we're going to connect all these. So then you look at this, and really there's no way to mess it up. It looks like the clip can go either way. Put your pin down through the middle. So you got your clip here. It says to push it down through the middle, all the way down. So it's down like that. You're going to take your rod, push your rod down through it like that. And then it's going to tell you to take your bucket handles and put it through the clips. Most likely would be right in the middle of the bucket handles. Be a good place to start. So, it's probably the best place to go right there. Okay, and then push all your bucket handles down. Okay, and oh, wait a minute here. Let's see, down, down. Oh, okay, take that back. 2 of the bucket handles are down, and 2 of them are up. So, and what I mean by that is two of the bucket handles are down opposite of each other, and two of them are up opposite each other. So, getting close again. I know you like to be close and personal. It's great, isn't it? Okay, so this one here is up. This one here is down. This one here is up. This one here is down. Hard to see. Let me pull this out a little bit, and maybe you can see it. And if I go this way, I don't know if that, that's worse. Is that worse? I think that's worse. Yeah. Okay. So, again, up, down. Let's see. Up, down, up, down. Okay. I see that now. Okay. Then it says in the next step to, I'm guessing, add to it, take another clip, add to that, and then go up, down again. So 4 more clips. This is in 687. And then we're going to do the same thing again after that. So I wonder if we're going to do it. No, okay, later on we will. Okay, so you can just take your clips, however you want to do it. And we'll just go from there. So, the one that's on your intent already has got the up, down. Same with the new one. So you're going to do this 2 more times. And you want to do the exact same thing with the new ones. You want to go up, down, while you build it. So opposite sides. It's a little tricky. I can see that's happening. Let's see here. Okay, so there we go. So there it is. So there. So that's a little bit better visual of it. There's 2 on the upside and then 2 on the downside. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to do that one more time on another one here. Let's take that here. Got these. I drop it. Let's see how we do this. Let's see. Got that. Get the first one. Okay. Get that. Put it on there. This one here will be the third one. Okay. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. That's something like that. Okay. And then, yes, one more. Same concept, up and down. 2 are up, 2 are down. Doesn't matter which side you do. And just about finished here. Okay, got this. So now, looking at this, I have this one at the bottom. Let's see. I got 2. That one at the bottom, that one there. just this one here sits on there. This one would be, okay, this one. So the step 688, page 243 is going to tell you to take a pen and your new one and insert the pin. I missed that step there. And so that's going to go all the way through. That's what I was getting confused about. And then you can attach that to the top. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't work, because it's probably. Now, one thing I did do here is I lined up the sides so that way all the antennas that were going up went up, and all those going down went down. Kind of that way it was easier to keep track of and to make it look more adjustable. So as you can see, there's all the downs, and all the ups. So you can see all the ups, and you can see all the downs, and so on and so forth. Okay, that was 288, or excuse me, 688 on 243. Now we're going to switch the page. 244 and 689, and it calls for a large staircase piece that goes in the very top here, and then comes in the black pin, and that goes at the top of the staircase piece. And then we have one more on the very top here, and then we have the flagpole, just your typical flagpole. Yeah, there we go, flagpole. All right, that goes there, and then of course the flag, but I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to take 4 more bucket handles here, and this one will attach to, I'm going to adjust that. So the bucket handles, like I said, try to keep them all in the same direction. So looking at mine, when I attach it, all the ones going up, I want them all going up. The ones going down, I want them all going down. And that's exactly how it's going to go. So and then this one's going to go down. Just like that. Perfect. Good. Okay, now my flagpole. I should have one red, white, and a couple blues here. So we got a red, and so we got a red brick, 1x2, a white brick, 1x2. So the white's going to go on top of red. So you have that. And then the blue is going to be 2 1x2 plates on top of one another, on top of the white. So like that. And then you're also going to get 2 1x1 plates on top of the blue plate. So you have like that. So you have plates. And then that is going to get hooked onto the top of your flagpole. Yes? Yes. And there is your France flag, which will then go into the top of this, if you don't goof it up like I have a habit of doing, but it seems to have worked out. And then I want to go back, and what I'm trying to do here is just look at all my antenna pieces. And let's see, I'm just going to borrow a piece of leftover Lego here, and I'm just going to adjust. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Oh boy. What are you doing, Chuck? Okay. So you want to adjust. Okay. Adjust. Okay. So I just want, what I'm trying to do is to adjust all of the antennas so that they all kind of look the same. They're all about the same up and down distance. Just trying to make it look kind of neat. You know, you don't want them all twisted and different sizes, or not sizes, but different. If I was to look at it, I want them all bent, going about the same direction. I don't want one bent way underneath and way outside, and so I want it to look good. Is what I'm trying to say. That's all. So what I'm saying is that if I was to hold this up close, you can see all my flags running here, or all my antenna things are running here. And I want to be sure they're all in a nice straight line, that they're not all bent in or bent out or off of one another and everything. And they look pretty good. So now I'm going to take this building and make sure that my bricks are all looking good there. And then this, so that was 691 will attach the flag. 692 will go here into the building. Actually, it says it goes that way. I guess it doesn't really matter. Pushes down, and we lost a part already, which is going to happen because that's Lego for you. There we go. Pretty secure. Okay. And we have two pieces left over, which is typical of Lego. Now let me come over here, or limp over here. What are we going to do? We're going to go, I'm going to go up here. Let you watch this. This goes up here. Okay, let me look real quick, folks. There's a trusty little tool you should always have with Lego. It's called tweezers. If you don't have tweezers, especially with little rubber tips, what I call tweezer condoms, yeah, get a pair. I love Ryobi, Home Depot. And no, I don't get credit from Ryobi. If I got paid by sponsors, from all my sponsors, you know, or not, I shouldn't say all my sponsors, because I don't have any sponsors, but if there's anybody out there who'd like to sponsor me, hey, I'll take you. I'll promote you good. I can do voiceovers, because I am good at voiceovers. Trust me, people. I'm going to see if I can't break this before we're started here. I'm getting close. I'm getting real close. Breaking. There you go. That looks good. Let me break this one here. But anyhow, Ryobi, great tools, great products, Home Depot. You may not like them, but I do. They're reasonably priced, so on and so forth. But haven't had a bit of problems with them. So anyhow, Ryobi, good stuff. Anyhow, so all I'm doing here is adjusting all my parts before. And the reason why I'm doing this now, you say, well, why is he doing all this now? Shouldn't he have done this earlier? Well, when you mess with this thing over and over and over, taking it up, putting it down, putting it up, taking it down, these things get knocked out of place, I'll guarantee you. Or maybe when you put it together the first time, you didn't quite get things adjusted just right, guarantee you were just happy as a kid in a candy store that you even got it put together right, because this Eiffel Tower was a pain in my schnucka. And yeah, so I'm very happy that it went together. And so even now it's still tempting to do. This is some titles here. Sorry, in case you can't tell, my desk is a mess because I'm still working on my Lego business. Getting close here. Let me check one thing real quick. Yeah, okay. So we got a little bit of time yet, but it's okay. I'll have to do that a little bit later. Let's see. There's that. Okay, that's good. One more turn. These are okay, yeah. So yeah, once again, folks, it's been a pleasure. Been great having you here. I hope you enjoyed my first video. You know, people are always nervous about doing their first video. Well, I got through it. We're going to do many, many more. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought, you know. Let me know what I can improve on, you know. If you need some jokes, you know, I can tell you some awful jokes. I mean, there was one I heard the other day. You probably heard it too, you know. But probably shouldn't repeat it on here in case kids are watching, but that's okay. Maybe I should just go and clean the house with clean the roof with a mop or something, or power wash it with a leaf blower or something. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. Don't have any kids to make a mess. I got some cats, I suppose, and clean up after them. But okay, looks good. Got the flag on. Got the building on. Next step, folks, it's going all the way up. Let's see if I can turn the cameras and give you a preview. So you can probably see the rest of my Lego room in the background, but we're gonna go. You can probably see the lights. Okay, here we go, folks. It is on the edge. This should not hit the ceiling with my table and everything. This should not hit the light up top. If it does, we're in trouble. Woo, baby. That is close up there. You can't even see it on the video. Yeah, it's scraping the roof, but once I get it on, it won't hit the roof because it'll sit back down on the base. But where is the base? Looks like I've got to turn it. Maybe. Shouldn't, but maybe I do. Come on. Turn it again real quick. Hang on, folks. We're trying to get there. I'm trying to get the base hooked down here. There it is. Oh, and a piece broke off again. There, what broke? Oh, one of those. Okay, not so bad. Okay, let me see if I can go up again here. There it is, clear up into the ceiling. Look at that, folks. It has got about, let me see. I know you can't see it up there. I'm going to put a tape measure up there just to see if I can see. I don't know if you can see up there. Oh. Am I looking at that right? First little marker by this everything. It has 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of 1 inch from the ceiling, folks. I made it. 1/4 of 1 inch from the ceiling. Up in my office. My Lego room office. This is Dr. Chaz. The Eiffel Tower is complete in my office. There it is. 1/4 of an inch shy of hitting the ceiling. 1/4 of 1 inch. And you can see some of the other things in the background there. I got the Boba Fett ship over there on the back wall. Kermit the Frog is up there on the hill. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here with Sesame Street News. Hey, Gonzo, have you seen Miss Piggy? Why, no, Kermit, I sure haven't. So there's a few for you there. I've got, back over on the wall, got a TIE Fighter up there, Star Destroyer. I've got one of those gizmo things. I don't know what that brown and white thing is. And I got the Millennium Falcon up there, one of the small ones. I got a speeder bike in the back corner over here somewhere. Let's see where my finger's way too big. It's like, woo. Right over here. Speeder bike. I don't know. Anyhow, so that's about it, folks. That's the Eiffel Tower. And yeah, so give me just a few minutes here. I'll be right back, okay? Cool. All right, we're back after a quick little break there. And that pretty much wraps it up for the Eiffel Tower as you saw it. Standing nearly 5 feet tall, it's only 1/4 of an inch from my ceiling, so God forbid the house sinks or the Eiffel Tower is going to come tumbling down like that. Who's that? John Mellencamp? Come tumbling down, come tumbling down, come tumbling. All right, that does it, folks, for the Dr. Chaz Lego Show. Catch us next time, and we'll introduce you. And the name could change again to the Dr. Chaz Lisa Show, because I'm going to bring on my niece Lisa, and together we're going to build the, how should we say, Marvel Daily Bugle Tower, and see if it doesn't compete with the Eiffel Tower, because we might need some superheroes to protect it from the evildoers. Until next time, Dr. Chaz saying goodbye.